whoop, 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 whoop. 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. How's it going? All right. Let's tilt this camera down just a tiny bit. There we go. Hello. Refocus on me. Hey, here's my beautiful face. Camera, come on. Don't be shy, camera. Focus. Focus. I think it's focused. It's hard to say. I got bad eyesight. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, Cybertech. Welcome to the chat. Alright, let me just adjust my own volume here. There we go. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today is a very rare Sunday stream for me. This is what I like to call the grind stream, because I often only stream when I'm on a grind. We got less than 2 weeks from today to build this Positron. I can do that in that time, no problem. But you also gotta make sure it's working properly. You've got to make sure it's tuned. So the next couple weeks are purely prepping for East Coast Rep. We're not doing much else. So we started building the Positron last stream, but we had some major technical difficulties that were completely unexplainable, other than just, you know, the world deciding they didn't like us. So we're gonna start over, because essentially all we did was the extruder assembly. I have a mod here that I'm going to be installing that reverses the thumb screw location. And I'm actually going to review this with my team. If this works as well as I hope it does, this actually might become a new standard for the Positron. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to go ahead and take this apart and get to that. Other news, real quick. We just updated the Positron website majorly, like a huge update to the Positron website. We had a lot of feedback saying that it was difficult to find documentation on the Positron by just going to the website, or like people didn't really know where to start if they just went to our website. So I went ahead and I split the website into 3 sections. We have the home page, which is like, oh hey, this is Positron. Then we have the sourcing page, which shows you where to get Positron V3 kits, as well as Positron V3.2. So you can go to the website to find all that information based on your region. And then we have, you know, a documentation page, which immediately says, here's the GitHub link, here's the wiki link, and here is the LDO guide. So if you, at any point in time in your build, can easily find what you need. So we just completely overhauled it, and it should be significantly better now. At least that's my hope. I was going to monitor the stream on my phone, but my phone is low on battery, so we're gonna charge her up a bit. Actually, hold on, I need that. Hold on. My brain went, oh, let's just, you know, do a quick recharge, and then I was like, wait, I need this USB cable for my soldering iron, which we are literally about to use. So let's put that back into the console. Other things that we're doing, right now, I am, actually, I'll show you guys. It finished printing, and I'm very happy with it. I showed you guys what I printed last stream, but of course I deleted that stream because all the technical problems that we had. I've gone ahead and I reprinted our scale model of the Positron hot end. So this is 500% scale. If you want to print this yourself, you literally just download the CAD, scale up the Positron hot end 500%, and here you go. This is what we did. This is fully removable, so you can actually take this apart. One second. The silicon stock is always the trickiest part, because this is not as soft of material as the actual silicon sock. This is more like a rubber sock. But that comes off, you know, that's TPU. It's 40D, so it's like harder than a pencil eraser. Then, you know, you can see the actual heat block. I'm reprinting it because the actual one's more of a silver color than a copper color. So I'm reprinting this to be in silver. So that's happening right now. But we're going to have this at East Coast Rep, or 3D Printopia, or whichever you want to call it. And if you want to like see how the Positron, you know, hot end works, this is going to be a great little thing to look at. Speaking on Positron hot ends, if you want to buy a Positron hot end for a project you're working on, you can do that now. KB3D is selling Positron hot ends. So if you want to, you know, put a Positron hot end on printers that weren't designed for Positron hot ends, you can. So 90 degree for everybody. That's really cool. I'm very happy with this. And yeah, the XL right now is printing the sliced version, so you can see into it. Same color scheme. One interesting problem I've had with my XL, which I don't know if I should reach out to Prusa, because this could just be the G code I sliced. The problem I'm having is that it just stops. Like it doesn't crash or fail. The print head will just stop right before a tool change. And in order to get it going again, I have to turn the printer off and then turn it back on to initiate power loss recovery. That's the only way I can fix that problem. It's weird, but it like nothing turns off. The heaters don't turn off, so it still prints. It doesn't detach from the bed. It's just I'm now super paranoid. The other thing that we did, I'll go ahead and move to my interface top here. We reprinted. I printed these bins in some PETG. Love these bins. These bins turn out great. These are the ASA parts that we printed. Came out beautifully. This is in Ambrosia. Yeah, Ambrosia, like Galactic. Absolutely beautiful. Love this color. Just a nice purple. This is very reminiscent of Cookie CAD Witchcraft, which is right here. Witchcraft is a bit of a lighter purple than this. I have it in here, in this right here, so you can kind of see it. Yeah, no, love that. Ooh, almost dropped it. But yeah, so we reprinted all of the primary colors, and let me tell you, this just looks so much better than what we had before this. Like, oh my god. I'm so glad I reprinted all of these, because the last batch was just... Here, actually, let me grab one thing from the last batch. Let's see here. Nah, that one was not particularly egregious. Is that one? This will show it. Okay. Yo, yo, yo! Sparks on tap, welcome. So, here. The bottom one is the old version. Top one's the new one. It's subtle on this piece, but there's a bunch of striations on this bottom piece. There we go. If I hit the light, just like there. You can see the striations on this piece are way worse. And just overall print quality is not great. So we reprinted all of the base parts, so now they're at a quality that I'm very happy with. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get started here. All right. Got some root beer. Always good to have your favorite drink on these kind of streams. These streams typically go for a while. So stay hydrated. Stay entertained. Okay, it's a little too small. Making sure it's looking sexy. Absolutely. I mean, this is going to be, this is going to 3D Printopia. I got to make sure this one looks good. Now, if it doesn't look good, then what am I doing? I would have failed as a father. Okay, so we got a handful of these that we need to remove. Welcome everyone on TikTok. How's it going? Those colors are gonna look sick. Oh yeah. I'm so excited for this color combo. It's going to look so good. This feels stripped. What am I doing? I literally got these specifically for this build. I gotta love it. I bought the LTT Hex Kit specifically for printer builds. I'm not using it. There we go. Need to really, I'm gonna wait till they're available, but I am looking forward to their precision screwdriver. Does the LTT precision screwdriver have a ratcheting in it? If it doesn't, then I don't really care too much about it. It just looks like an iFixit kind of thing, so I don't know. How are you doing, Sparks on Tap? How's your weekend? Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, come on. Is that one smaller? This is the LTT Stubby. Yeah, these are LTT screwdrivers. So I did not buy these because I'm a fanboy or anything. I bought these because the way the handle is shaped is much nicer on my wrists. I have carpal tunnel, so these just help get a lot more grip. Precision screwdrivers really suck because I end up like really cranking on my wrist, and that's not enjoyable at all for me. So just trying to stave off any future problems. You know, I'm only 27 and I already have carpal tunnel, so fun. Gotta love that. Okay. So that should pop out. We gotta take that apart. Let's see. I need to take this off. When it comes to tools, whatever is most comfortable for yourself, I've come to learn. Exactly. Brands have a little bit of power to them. Like, obviously, get whatever brand you like. There is brand loyalty out there, and that's not a bad thing. Being loyal to a brand is totally normal. I know that the warranty on iFixit tools and LPT tools are going to be great. So I know that I can trust those brands, at least for now. Obviously, stuff like that is a variable, so what is reliable now may not be in the future. But for now, I trust them. I don't really have any specific tool brand I like. In my house, we use a lot of DeWalt. Yeah, that's the yellow one, right? Yeah, DeWalt yellow. We use a lot of DeWalt. It's just what we have. So we're in the battery ecosystem. I'm a Milwaukee Klein fanboy, but hand tools are a little diffy. You're using them on the regular. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Look, they're not my tools. Let me just clear that. They are my father's, and my father just buys what works. He doesn't really care about the brand. If it's functional, it's a tool. My dad's very old-fashioned. Huh. How do I get this out? I don't really want to undo the set screw, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll leave that on there. There we go. Weird that undoing the set screw kind of allows this whole thing to come apart. Because it just allows for just enough movement. Alright, so we're replacing this with this. I very much recommend these small electric screwdrivers. The stick-shaped one, even the small one, often plenty of torque to assemble. Well, first off, welcome, Sample. Love to see you here. For those who don't know, Sample is a very important member of the Positron team. Has helped design many aspects of the printer. All right, we gotta extract this. Yeah, I have WoW stick knockoffs as well as a WoW stick. I used to have a brand of screwdriver that was a precision screwdriver, electric, and it actually had a torque setting, so you could actually set the torque on the screwdriver. I loved it. I need to find that thing again. That thing was saving laptops a ton, because I would set it to a torque that would... this was when I was doing a lot of laptop repairs. I would set it to just the right torque, and then I would never strip screws on a laptop. I found some print-in-place rotating caps for those style of driver. They are pretty comfortable. Nice. Okay, so we gotta extract this. And transfer it. Sample, have you seen this this mod that we're doing here? It puts the extruder tensioner on the other side of the printer. Oh, actually, this is a good idea. Let me do this. No, wait, that's a bad idea. I was going to try and push it through, but it's just going to be easier for me to pull this out. Nope, did it? What happened? Okay. I guess I pulled too many amps from the battery. So let's unplug that. And try again. I am not a fan of how I'm doing this right now, but there's really, like, no best method to remove set screw, heat set inserts. I found just kind of leveraging the lip of it and slowly, like, rotating like that usually works great. Hey, that guy makes welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, there we go. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if this cable's going bad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I agree, Sample. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. That's like my only way to actually power that heat set insert, or that tool. Do I have another cable here? Certainly I do. But a short one. Ooh. I mean, I'll continue to use it as is. Hopefully, it's just the battery kind of acting weird. Oh! Woo! Hello! Good morning. I'm awake. Woo! I just saw into next week. How What? Where did the hair come from? I sneezed and then there was a hair in my tongue. Okay. That was weird. Back to what we were doing. Okay, so we gotta get this back on. Let me double check filament path here. I think... Whoa. Caught that. Okay. This goes through here. That goes on like that. Okay, yeah. Just... go. Okay. Pop this on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good, that guy Mix. I'm doing good. Sorry about that. Violent sneezing is certainly a thing that happens. There we go. I hate sneezing myself. It's always very painful for me. I don't know why. It just is. Sneezing is a painful endeavor. And I love how it's one of those functions of the human body that we like have no real reason to know why we do it. It's just, yeah, that's a glitch in the brain that like every animal has. Like, okay, watch we go out into the universe and everyone's like, what is a sneeze? Like, no, we don't have moments of where our bodies suddenly react violently to a tickling sensation. Like, imagine that. That'd be fun. Although, you know, you're getting old when you sneeze and throw out your back. Oh, don't. I don't want that in my future. I am, like, convinced that what's gonna kill me is gonna be a sneeze. My sneezes are quite violent. They are quite painful. Oh, did I push that in and, like, actually not have this in yet? Oh, of course I did. That's cool. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay, hold on. Let's put a shim. Do I even have something that can shim? You know, I thought I was gonna figure this out after put this through, but I gotta figure this out there. Okay, so let's use these to shimmy under there real quick. Oh, that is not big enough. Okay. Trying to do this without like breaking the part. I need to get under there, but like there really isn't a way. I mean, I can just do this. That didn't help. Now I just have the assembly here in my hands. There we go. Got it. Okay, so let's get this on. let's get this on. We're gonna just set it as low as it can go right now. Alright, here we go. I feel like I should reapply the thread locker on this. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. That's a good idea. Especially considering I used it already. And yes, this is thread locker blue. It's not red like the hitchhiker. I'm never gonna let that down. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's put you in first. There we go. Let's just get that thread started. Now, slide you on. There we go. Okay. Now we pop this bearing in. Land it. Alright, come on. Just gotta get that in. Land it. Come on. Go. That's going in. I need to go in further. We'll just push it up. There we go. Alright. Yep, need to bring that up just a tiny bit. Got it. Yeah, that's about as lined up as I'm gonna. Oh no, it's like slightly off, and that's gonna irk me. It's hard because there's really no way to precisely get this lined up. There we go. That's good. That's perfect. So you just gotta kind of pray that you get it in the right spot. Go. Okay, that's... Before I do that, I need to do this. Alright, that's the old part. Toss that. Here's the new part. Let's double check the filament path. Okay, filament path is right here. That goes like this. Oh, hello. Okay. Filament path goes like... No, hold on. Yes, like this. Because these parts are slightly modified, I'm just like, I'm turned around. Okay, so that goes in there. And then we gotta get this through. Oh, come on. There we go. A pair of clamps is always a good tool to have when you're building stuff. Yep, that just helps get parts in on that little last mile push. And that's not going anywhere. There we go. Yep, that interfaces nicely. Okay. Hey Nathan, welcome. I'll be hopping into the Discord in a bit here. Just want to kind of get warmed up before I do. This is going to be a long stream, so gonna let people kind of eat dinner, enjoy themselves a bit. It's a Sunday after all. And one thing I like to try and encourage with team members when I can is to relax on the weekends. Except for yesterday when I decided to completely redo the website, and that was kind of an all hands on deck thing because I broke things. But we don't talk about those moments. Alright, there we go. Oh, it is almost midnight for you, Sample. Oof. Okay. So now, this goes in the back. So yeah, that is the difference right there. So normally, here, let me get you guys zoomed in here a bit. So on the standard assembly of the Positron, this is actually on this side. But this mod by Joe puts it on this side. So when the printer is printing, you can actually adjust the tension. This is not something you can do currently with the current. I mean, you can, but you have to like have some ninja skills. All right, let's make sure this can push through. There we go. Yeah, that's working. That was great. No problems at all. All right, let's pop these back on. Woke up from a nap with a high heart rate and was like, the fuck happened in my dreams? Hope it was snoo. Hey, that's what we all can hope for. Alright, yeah, this works. The only thing I'm not a fan of is that with this, you lose the ability to push on this like a button to open up the extruder. That is the only downside I could see to this. But I'm sure we could engineer something for that. Like, just engineer a little lever that just kind of swings out here so that you can just... Ooh, actually, that would be a very easy thing to do. So we just engineer a little piece of plastic that wings out that you can push to open the extruder. That should be fairly easy for us to model. Should be. Being the key word. Hey, Medic Vince. Welcome. How are you doing today? Alright, and there we go. The extruder assembly has been redone. Beautiful. So now this is on the outside. This is something I'm going to show to Jason and the design team. If this works as well as I've been told it does, then this easily could be what we recommend for printed parts. But I do want to figure out, before we do that, a way to open this up so that we can feed filament through manually and pull filament out manually as well. So we have to figure out a way to disengage the teeth here. So, but we can figure that out pretty easily. We're mostly there. Again, I think just adding a little bit of lever here would do that, and then we'd be good. But check out that color scheme. That is looking good right there. So that black color is our primary, and the purple is our accent. This is going to look good. Okay. Now, to actually continue on with the Positron build. So let me load up the guide here. Take a sip from our drink. But yeah, if you guys missed it, earlier I explained how we updated the website. Massive updates. It's just a lot easier to find information as needed. We are sitting in a room that is currently 50% humid. Kill me. Please. Alright. So, let's go ahead and grab our parts. So we're going to work with this first. This is... Thank you, Sparks on Tap. I appreciate that. Okay, so it's not that. It's in here. Oh, 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 oh. Tablet fell over. This is the part that we're going to be working with. It doesn't look like I need any other parts with heat set inserts right now, so... let's see if this plays well nicely with me. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to figure something out. So let's just turn it on. So it heats up. Yep, maintains. Yeah, I don't know what was causing the problem. Maybe it is just tension on the cable. I was like slightly unplugging it. I called Cloudflare and spoke to them about the scene name flattening not working with some URLs, and it is a known issue. Oh, fun! Surprised you were able to get Cloudflare on the phone, like at all. That was that's surprising. Okay. Oh wait, I already did the heat set insert on this. Okay, we can turn this off. I forgot that we did this already. Totally forgot about that. Okay, so let's see here. Wait, you worked at Cloudflare? No, I did not know that. You kind of omitted that. Oh, you know what? That feels really nice. I'm going to leave that. That feels great. Okay. This is already done. So Z-idler latch is our next part. Did I... Oh, this is primary part. Okay. There it is. You have used shit I've worked on. Oh. I did not know that. Or maybe you told me and I just... Something had pulled my attention away and I just forgot. Which, that's likely what happens. Something just had my attention and... You know me. I'm ADD riddled. Okay, here we are. Oh, hold on a second. There is another accent part I'm missing. One of the smallest parts in the kit, and there it is. The smallest printed part in the kit. Okay. So... Ball bearing. Hold on a minute. Did I... Did I already put the ball bearing in? Yes, I did. I put it in this one. Forgot I put it in, and I literally threw this out. Okay, now I can throw this out. Okay, this goes in there. Boom. Now we need a spring. I don't know what box that's in, but it's the 0.7 by 5 by 10. That's the same spec, but it's not the actual spring that we need. Okay. It's on there. So this is by 50. That's for different use. Is it in here? There it is. It was in the Z drive. Okay. Alright. So getting this spring in is fun. But nobody. If you have a pair of needle nose pliers, it makes it easier. Because you can push it in and press that. Actually, I just did that without the needle nose, never mind. Does not inherently make it easier. But we flip this over now. You have this little access port. From here, you should be able to compress the spring. Oh, that just fell out. Okay, grab a Allen key with the right angle here, and just push that in. You should have enough room to get that tool in, to just push that as far into the back as possible. Now, we put the spring back in. Now it should fall forward, which is exactly what we want. We're then going to use an Allen key. We are going to put it right there. Use the right angle side of the Allen key. Slide that into the back here. And push to compress the spring. This can be fiddly. Now, once that's compressed, you can slot in that insert, and there you go. That is now in there. And now if you ever have to maintain that or replace it, you can just pop that part out by pressing right there, and you're good to go. See? Simple. This specific idle latch is made by Steve Builds. It is designed so that it will not cause anything to loosen. So we slide it in. It'll look like that. See? Oh. I'll show you guys in a second once I actually have this all screwed up. Okay, well, we'll get back to that in a moment. The next part fell in here. Alright, I need this. And I need that. Go. Okay, so everything I need should be in here. So let's look in here. Okay, there's the ball bearings. Our nylock nut. I need a F8CS M3x18. Yep, here we are. Goes through here. Wait, is that threaded? Oh, shoot. Look at that. They threaded that now. Okay. Okay. But now my question is, now that that's threaded, these weren't. This goes down here. Is it going to line up? Where did I put the idlers? In here? Oh shoot, where did I put those idlers? Uh-oh. I put... Oh, here it is. Why do I feel like there's more that I'm just missing? Oh, because they're in here. Right, put that over there for now. Hey, Samus, welcome. Okay, so let's see. With this, is that still in line? These? No. So I'm still going to use a nut. It's an M4 nut. Go back in. There we go. Technically, you don't need a nut for this assembly now, because they threaded this piece here. But I'm still going to put one in for spacing purposes. Alright. That is nice and tight. That's never coming undone. I'm going to slide that on. Oop. Now we use a nylock nut. Where did I put the nylocks? They're here somewhere. Oh, right here. There we go. Nice and tight. Sweet. Okay, prepare the carriage block. Did I print the new carriage block? Oh, I didn't print any of the tools. Oops. It's alright. I don't really need it for... Sure. Plug my phone back in. So I can charge. Shouldn't need heat sets for a little bit here, so that's fine. Okay, this looks good. This is a bit beefier to help with some issues that we've had. So, just a little bit beefier. What's the issue? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I need M2.5 by 6. Is it in here or is it in the rest? I think it's in the rest of the kit. Yeah. Okay. So M2.5 by 6 FHCS. Here we go. Just need 2 of these. Go. Now I need. Where is it? Here it is. This part. And then there's another part I need. Here it is. Alright, so this piece here is just a small little spacer so you don't accidentally short pins on the back of this. Then I have this that I designed, which is actually not good like this. Sorry. Yeah, this is something I designed that's just something specifically for the end stop. Another thing you'll notice in this Z block, we actually have a new cutout here. This is for a different PCB breakout that actually extends out the side so that you can solder to it if you like. Okay, so I just put this to the side for now. Don't actually need that yet. Now we're back to this. So this, at this point, it's asking me to load the T-nuts. I don't have to do that for this because this is pre-tapped. Because again, this is a experimental part. So let's go ahead and lube up the rail and get this on. Remember, you want to lube the rail before you put it on. Oh, that is a beefy, beefy boy. All right, one of these holes is drilled out more than the rest. That goes to the bottom, just like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lube this up. Let's make sure this is pushed down. There we go. Oh, it's nasty. And that's getting tossed. All right. Do I have to... And business. That's already as deep as it'll go. Huh. Okay, last of this paper towel. Hey, Tech Cheaper, welcome. Apparently there was a second... we will refrain from talking about political stuff, but I did hear that there was an incident today involving a pew-pew and some political figures. But the YouTube algorithm is very touchy about that kind of stuff, so we're going to refrain from talking about it. Come on. I know there's grease in here. Come on. I'm out of grease. Alright, we're building her dry then. I will do my due diligence and get additional lubrication. And we'll have to lube this up at a different point in time. It's annoying that I am out of grease, but I'll be sure to put the order in tonight and get that lubed up. I caught half that since the stream's still loading. Did I do something wrong and get you flagged? No, not you, Tech Jeeper. You're fine. Different platform mentioned something. Actually, no, I can't do that. Okay. We need M3x8 SHCS. I got a ton of those. Look at all the ones I got. It's great. Nope. Did not mean to bring those bearings with me. Okay. Need a larger bit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, gotta love the stubby. Shoot. Yeah, I'm doing this without... We're gonna... Well, I have to take this off again later anyway, so... I forgot to print the tools. Let me do that real quick, because I totally forgot to print them. Let me load them up onto my A1. I will be right back. Give me just a moment. Okay. What about Orca Slicer? Oh, there's a new version of Orca Slicer. Looks like it has a lot of work with multi-tool stuff. Cool. Okay. Here are all the tools we need. Let me only print the ones that I absolutely need right now. All these other ones we will not print. And then let's set this to PTG. Alright, let's first select the A1. Okay. And that's a textured. Is that a texture plate? No, this is a. What plate is this? High temp plate. Alright, oh, it's gonna take 2 hours, really? Well, I don't need high infill, so let's do like 0.28 extra draft, and then strength will set infill to like 5%. It's an hour. Okay. Yeah, we'll continue without these parts. We don't explicitly need them. It's just going to make things easier with them. But we'll have them in an hour. Okay. Oh, did that finish? Oh, cool. I am working on a mini project. Let's get that print going. I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a moment here. Start printing. Yep, print that. Let me just break it up real quick so that it's more flexible. Off-camera action, isn't that fun? Trust me, I wish this part of the shop was clean enough for me to be confident enough to show you all, but it is a disaster. Soda cans galore, bunch of other problems. Best that you don't see it. Okay, there we go, it's loosened. Alright, so what I'm working on, I figured out a way. So, right now I am printing... Oh, hello, Joseph, welcome. Right now I am printing on my Rook, and I'm printing out scale mail. Now, what's interesting about this is that this is actually comprised of multiple prints here. This is not one print. This is actually larger than the volume of the Rook. But how did I do this? Well, here is the volume of which I can print. So, I'm printing a ton of these. What I'm doing is I'm going in on here, and I'm snipping the plastic a little bit, and then pushing them together, so they click together. And that forms just a strong enough bond for it to stay together, and this was that test. So, let me see if I can even find the intersect points. Like, I don't even remember. So, it was like, I think this side was printed, and then these two corners were like smaller sections. And the idea is I want to try and make almost like a blanket out of these. I want to print like a sheet of these for Printopia, and because I want to bring these and show, hey, even with a tiny printer like a Rook, you are not limited by just the build volume. You can make something big and awesome and complicated like these fabrics on something like a Rook. So I'm really excited to show that all. So I'm printing a ton of these on the Rook right now. And I'm going to stitch... I'm not going to stitch this in because now it's non-uniform size. I'd have to remove... Let's see. I'd have to remove that in order to then stitch together, which I might. But yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be a cool display. I'm going to try and make a cape out of these or something. Actually, yeah, cape is a great idea because it's large. It's like billowing, maybe. I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to see. That's something fun that's happening in the background. It takes a few hours for that to print. So we'll see what it looks like in the end. In an hour, we will have the tools we need to like do this assembly really nice and cleanly. For now, we will just wing it. The Rook is smaller. I think. Let me see. Ow. Stabbed myself. The rook is about, I think it's a 100 by 100 plate. Yeah, it's roughly 100 by 100. It's a small plate. It's the same as a Voron V0. Just like slightly smaller, I think. It's tiny, but I like it. I love the rook. My hope is to use the rook as a test bed, and I'm gonna mount a Positron hot end to it, just to see if I could get some extra Z height. That'd be cool. It's not practical at all, but it'd just be cool to do. Still pretty new to this. I have built a V0.4 as my first printer. Yeah, it's the rook is the same volume as a Voron V0, so there you go. You already have something that can print that small. Welcome to the hobby. 3D printing is fun. Ooh, I should do some of that for my Ren Fair costume. Yeah, you should, Tech Jeeper. You should. Okay, I'm gonna pop that off. Screw that in. I'm gonna pop this in. Oh, that's not bait in there. Okay, we gotta be extremely careful because this is gonna be prone to fly off since the stoppers are off. Thankfully, I didn't grease this up, so if it does fly off and we lose any bearings, it's gonna be easy to pop them back in. But we don't want that to happen. So, yeah. Okay, I need... Where is it? This. I believe I'm using the same screw. No, I'm not. Okay, I need to use a longer screw. Okay. Sure, I have a spare of. I will use... These are M3s, right? Yes. I'll use one of these. So this part that I'm installing is a mod, so it's not going to use stock hardware. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this is designed to use one of the extras in the kit. I just am not going to be bothered right now to find that extra. So, yeah. M3 or 14. One that has to catch it. How does that not? Do I need to push that heat set insert deeper in? Yeah. But I'll just opt for a larger bolt for now. Just keep going through my bolts until one fits. Oh, did that... Yep, there we go. Yeah, so this is a mod that I'm installing. So this is non-standard, but it's a fun mod. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's put this down. Okay, now I'm not sure if I'm skipping ahead if I do this now. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely about to skip ahead, but I want to do this so that this doesn't risk sliding out. So I need M4 nuts. Yeah. Shoot. Which do I need? Wait, I need another hex nut and 4. Okay. Then I need M4 by 10 BH2S. There it is. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this part a little out of order is just to help protect the carriage from sliding off. So that's why I'm doing it just a little out of order. If you follow the directions as it highlights, you'll be fine. You won't have to do this. Yeah, I'm just skipping ahead. Do not skip ahead on the instructions when you do this, because you're just going to have a bad time if you do. Slightly different version of the Positron. Only slightly. There's a few mods that I'm putting on. This is a batch 2 kit, and I have some custom parts. So this here, this part, ooh, just realized I may need to use shorter M3s. Anyway, so this extrusion is custom. This was sent to me by LDO to test. This might be something that we eventually put in kit, but really the difference is just that there's threaded holes on the back of this, so that you could just bolt the rail to the extrusion rather than deal with T-nuts. And then the nice part about that is you can use T-nuts on the back here to customize the unit. So you could use T-nuts to do mods. But I'm noticing with the stock config, these screws poke out a little too far. So right now, I'm going to try and swap those out for M3x6s and see if that is long enough. But yeah, not super different from the original design, just tiny variances. You know, we encourage people to tinker and modify. So if you get a Positron, check out the mods. Make it your own. There's a ton out there already. Back in there. Let's see if this fits. If this fits, that's gonna be awesome. Yep, that fits. I think the creativity and rapid development is my favorite thing about 3D printing so far. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's a huge part of 3D printing. All right, so that does fit. So we're gonna swap all these out for M3x6s. The reason we're doing this is because the M3x8s actually go all the way through, and it would prevent me from loading T-nuts into this. So with the M3x6s, it does properly connect, but it allows me to load TNet, so I could add mods to this pretty easily. It's like conjuring magic from your mind to reality. Oh yeah, that's honestly, it's the best part about 3D printing. You can take an idea and so quickly bring it to life. And what's nice about the Positron is that a lot of the parts that you would mod are just 3D printed. So changing something on the Positron is super easy. Like, again, the two mods that I'm currently highlighting that I've already like somewhat put together here, or actually 3. These are all printed changes. So like this part, this mod is obviously just a 3D printed part. The mod that we did to the extruder is a swap in the 3D printed parts, and this is a swap in the 3D printed part. So everything that we're doing is just something you can do with the 3D printed parts. So the actual development is so easy. What size is the rail? It is, oh, it is chunky. I think this is an MGN 19, I think. It's a thick boy. Let me grab my calipers. Like, this is thicker than the Milo in terms of the rail that we use. And that's because the Z-axis needs to be extremely stable. This is... yeah, this is a 19. Very thick boy. I love how chunky the carriage looks. Oh yeah, big chunk. Big chunk. Alright, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so this gets chunkier, obviously, because this is for our Z-axis. So this assembly... oh, uh-oh. Dropped a piece. Not that I really need that piece. Alright. So this is the Z-axis mount point. So this just goes... so first this goes on like that, and that goes on right there. Usually you put a little bit of tape here to hold that in, so it doesn't fall out. I don't have tape, so I use this. This piece here, we're still experimenting with, so this is another mod that I'm going to be using. You don't need this at all. This is purely a mod that I'm testing, but this should slightly increase reliability of the ZN stop. Slightly. It also acts to help catch the bolts that go into here. Speaking of which, let's do that real quick. So I need M3x14. It calls for M3x12, but I find that for this, it's better to go with M3x14. Or even M3x16. M3x14 is right here. So I just need 4 of these guys. There we go. Yeah, kind of the backbone of the whole printer. Yep. And that's why it needs to be chunky. Alright, so let me show you what I do here. Yeah, I don't have to do anything fancy. So these pop through. Yeah, this is a mod that we have not released. Actually, I think I may have put it in a folder somewhere. On the GitHub. So it might be on the GitHub, but it's not fully released yet. This is especially useful if the latch on your ZN stop ever breaks off. This just becomes extremely useful for that. Okay, here we go. And then we just thread those through. And the nice thing about this tiny little mod is because the screw... I just lost... Oh. I heard the screw come out of the hole, but I didn't hear it, like, fall onto the table. It was just attached to my, my screwdriver. Okay. Yeah, so this actually, like, captures the screws here. So now the screws won't fall out, and then I can just align that up and put it on. Just like that. We'll redo this later to make sure the alignment's right. But that won't take much effort. There we go. All right, check that out. So this mod adds just a little bit of color to the side. So I'm always looking for new places to add color to the printer, because adding your own personal touch is important to printers. So this adds a little bit of color there on the rail, and that's meant to hit the Z end stop. It is so small, but it adds just a little bit more material for the end stop to press against, because when this is on here, the end stop interacts with that carriage. So that silver part right there, it interacts with that. So with this tiny little mod, there's less space, so you could actually remove the lever on the end stop, and that will get you more reliable foam. So it's just a nice little thing that I like to add. Okay. Let's back up a bit, because I was skipping around the instructions. Okay. Got another mod part here. This is likely to be something that we incorporate. Yeah, okay, so no, this uses... No, these are right, okay. So this mod, this is a new... This is a new cable holder, and this is very quickly going to become part of the kit. We're going to make these changes after 3D Printopia, just to make things a little bit easier, and so I could actually show the rest of my dev team. But anyway, so this we screw in two M3x8s, I think. Pretty sure it's these. Yeah. Goes in like that. It's meant to be tight. This is graciously designed by Steve Builds. This is a way to increase strength in this part, which is genius. We had a few people where this part kind of ripped apart, so this helps prevent that. And there we go. So yeah, those literally just screw into the part. They don't do anything other than screw into the part, just like that. So the idea is that now that that's done, let me try and get this held up in such a way. Now, inside this printed piece, there is essentially a metal stud that goes up into the part to increase its strength. I think there are Voron parts that do the same trick. Yeah, likely. That was graciously suggested by Steve, and I love it. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so I need M2.5 by 14. Something tells me that was meant for 2.5, but whatever. M2.5 by 14 VHCS. Just to save the hassle of swapping the tools, I'll just use my LDO screwdriver here. Yeah, this LDO branded little hex is like, this is the most, wherever I travel Positron, this comes with me. This is actually one of the most used tools on a Positron, especially if you had to get inside of it. There we go. Our tools print is about 30% done. So it should be done in a little bit longer here. Go. So one of my things I like to do, I like to have it, use your finger to tell, but you have it so the screws just extrude a tiny bit from the material. So they're just like little nubbins. And then what you can do is slide those along the part, and then those little nubs will catch into the holes, and then you have your part lined up. For a lot of people, that's common sense, but for a lot of people, that isn't. So, if you didn't know that trick, hope this has been a little bit insightful. Oh, no, did I strip that? Okay, I'm moving to this. With a larger tool like this, I can be more careful with the torque that I'm applying, so I like to use these a little bit better. Righty-tighty until lefty-loosey. Welcome, Vision. How's it going? Okay. I feel pretty confident in that. I need like a torque key or something. Is that wobbling? A little bit. Let's tighten that a little bit more. As long as I don't slip and strip the screw, then we're good. What? Okay, that was weird. I felt the tool kind of get overcome by the torque, so that's probably definitely in there nice and tight. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's never coming off. There we go. Sweet, that looks great. All right. Okay, I have to add the spring, so we have to move these down. Gotta undo this. Go. Alright, now we gotta put that spring in, and it's the big spring. Where did I put that big spring? Did I put that? Where did I put that? I put it somewhere. Might still be in the fasteners box. I think it's still in the fasteners box. It's still in the fasteners box. Okay. Here it is. Yep, here it is. This didn't work. Reports from this weekend. What's today's project? We're working on Positron. We are building a themed Positron. There we go. And it goes in, and then we put this back on. There we go. I need to look up. All right, so the next part is this. Oops, which I forgot to install that too. Of course I did. Well, a little too much torque on that. Hey, Reverend. Thank you. How are you doing, Reverend? Hope you're having a good day today. Okay. That goes in. Then that. Then that. Okay. And that goes back together. Clamp that down so it's nice and flush with the rail. Hey Joe, welcome. For any of the Positron team members that are chilling in chat, I'm gonna be in like 30 minutes. I'll hop into the actual Positron server so that you guys can be on stream as well. I'm just, you know, letting people have dinner and whatnot, enjoy themselves. Okay. This is nice. This is good. Okay, I need to pull up the wiki real quick. Oh, that is the wrong browser. There we go. Okay, wiki. Positron. No, actually, I need the GitHub. Here we are. Alternative idle latch by Steve Builds. Okay. M310 OD washer. Here we are. Goes in there. Okay, and then M3x12 BHCS for the pivot. And then M4x10 BHCS. So I need M3x12. M3x12. I'm going to use a wafer head, because that's all I have. So M3x12 wafer. We're going to use black so that it blends in. And then M4x10. Is it in here? The M4x10s? No. Okay. M4x10. Did I already pull it out? Yes, I did. There we go. By the way, a 5% scale benchy is possible. It's mostly a benchy shape with at 3mm long. Oh my god. Just Joe casually walking in like, oh, by the way, this is possible. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. That's Joe for you. Okay, so this M4 acts as a stopper of sorts. There we go. So that goes up here. Now this goes in. Does this do the same connector? No, it does not. Okay. So let's get the right one. There we go. think that's good. I don't want to screw that any further. This is not meant to be tight. This is meant to be fairly loose. Because this uses pressure to hold itself in. Okay, so now what we do... So you could just compress this all the way right now and then screw it in. That's a valid option. That works. Actually, yeah, that works great. Okay. Nothing fancy there. What I like to do is just have that swung out a bit. And then screw it down. And then that, nope, never mind, that doesn't fit. I'm getting two instructions mixed up, that's what's going on here. So, okay, at this stage, you just press that in all the way. Make it nice and tight, and then screw it down. There really isn't, like, no best way to do this. You just hope you don't have arthritis, and you have good grip strength. And then you're in. Just like that. And here, you can start to see the color kind of come together. Oh, man. This is going to be a nice looking posi. This might be the best posi that I've built in terms of just raw appearance. This is going to be one of the best ones that I've done. Also, am I the only one that loves this as like a fidget right here? That's just satisfying. Oh. I pressed too hard. Okay, that's a problem. I'm not actually going to latch this down yet because let's actually take a moment and let's do this. Let's finish this mod on the top here. Let's do that real quick. I need to pull up the Discord. Here's my phone. All right, let's look up. Let's see here. Sorry, just double checking other messages that I've received. Okay, we're gonna go into Positron mods, sort and view, or no, tags, here we go. And then spool holder, show posts, Smitsky. Okay. M3 flathead screws thread directly into the printed holes. Okay. 6 to 10 millimeter length. So M3 by 6 to 10. I have the skateboard bearing right here that we're going to use. There we go. Skateboard bearings, very commonly used in 3D printers. For the other side of this part, here it is. All right, so this is simple. Skateboard bearing pops in right there, just like that. And then this will go, wait, oh, right here. Just like that. Simple little sandwich. Simple little sandwich. Okay, so now I need M3 socket or flathead screw. So I need, let's go with M3 by 8. How many of those do I have? I have a lot of those. How many M3 by 10s do I have? I don't have as many of those. So we're gonna go with M3 by 8 flathead screws. And if I run out, I'm gonna know where they are. We should be fine though. Use this one of these. Okay. Let me swap the drivers. Go. Okay. Now this slides on. Just like that. This is threading to plastic, so there's not much to grab onto. Alright, there we go. Swap that back. Alright, cool. These can be put back. That just goes in. There we go. Now, we need to work on this a little bit. There we go. Now this is a filament holder, or a spool holder for cardboard spools. So they just ride along this. Simple little design, nice little quality of life improvement. It's nice. Okay, let's push this all the way in. And now that that's there, and we just finished that, we can go ahead and lock this in place. There we go. That should be good. You want this to be fairly tight, but like, don't strip it. Like, there we go. That's good. Nice. That's good. There we go. Look at that, ladies and gents. I need to lube this rail still, so we will do that at some point. The tool print is still about 50% done. We will take that off once it's done, and we will redo this rail to make sure it's square. I don't entirely think it's square right now. Oh, that's definitely not square. I can feel that it's not. So yeah, we'll re-square this rail later. Thankfully, that's fairly easy to do. And then I'm going to order some grease, and then at some point in time, I will re-grease this. Though, honestly, this is smooth as butter. I don't feel any grindiness. I know these aren't pre-lubed, but honestly, I'm debating whether or not you really need to. I will be getting some new grease and greasing that up, just to make sure there's no problems. Okay. Just double check my phone again. I forgot to go to the... Oh man, I forgot to go to the post office today. I got a couple things I gotta mail, and I keep forgetting to actually get them out, but it's whatever. Not that they were going to be sent out today anyway, so I'll have to remember to put shipping labels on them and then ship them out, or put them in the mailbox tonight so that they could actually leave tomorrow. Alright, I think that's actually it. No, we gotta install the extruder. Alright, I don't really need the instructions for this. I already know what I'm doing. The only thing I need it for is to tell me exactly which size screw I'm using. But I know that we need 2 M4s. I'm gonna head to the soup store. Anyone want any clothes? Yes. Can you get me some Chef Boyardee trousers? That would be greatly appreciated. What would Chef Boyardee trousers look like? What? That was weird. Okay, bed cable guide. I forgot about that. Uh-oh, that's a little tight. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Okay. Install the extruder. Okay, M4x10s. That's all I need. Looks like we have a bunch of M4x8 or M3x8s. That's not M4s. Alright, M4x10s. Already right here. Go. We are going to swap over to the larger screwdriver here. Just so we have a little bit more clearance. These gears are making it just a little bit challenging. There we go. Nice and tight. Alright, so now we loosen them a little bit. And we do that just to let it slide a bit on its own. Go ahead and put that bearing back on. There's another plate that we're going to put on later that goes right there that this wants to slide all the way up against. So we will tighten this down for now, just so it's not sliding all over the place. But yeah, we're going to move this later. So this is not its permanent spot. There we go. Then the end stop goes right on there, but we'll do that later. But yeah, this is turning out to be a pretty decent build so far. Very happy with how this is going. This is great. I love building this printer. It's actually really easy to do. Just looking over the work here, making sure everything's good. Everything looks fine. This is also, aside from the pieces that help align the rail, this just goes to show you don't really need the alignment pieces all that much. I went with Cookie CAD Dark Magic ABS for the primary color, so this dark blue black here, and then for our secondary I went with Ambrosia Galaxy something. I forget which galaxy exactly. Meteorite, I believe. Galaxy Meteorite. And it looks beautiful. I'm in love with this color scheme already. This is gonna be one of my favorite posies to build, without a shadow of a doubt. Now on to my least favorite part. The Z drive. Before we continue, let's check on some prints here. Okay, oh, wonderful. I had a print failure on my X1 earlier today. It was a 6-hour print, and it was halfway through and it failed. Just disappointment. And the XL had some weird issues. Seems to have fixed itself. Let me just put those right there for now. I step over here. Oh man, this is looking great. I love being able to do proper multi-material printing on the XL. So, if you weren't here earlier, what we're printing right now is we're printing this on the XL, but sliced in half, so you can see the internals. But what I'm doing is I'm printing it with this TPU silicon sock. So like it's actually going to be like it's going to be embedded with plastic, so it's a proper multi-material print. It's not just multicolor, it's like proper, like gonna have flex to it. It's gonna look so cool. I'm so excited. I still need to print the Bowden clip for here. So I'm gonna do that, I think, with some PETG so they can like clip in and out pretty easily. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab some PETG and do that. But I'm super excited for the outcome of that. It's gonna look so good. On the XL, we're printing new dry boxes because the last set of dry boxes, the silica boxes I made them in PLA, and then I stuck them into a filament dryer. And I forgot that PLA softens at 60, so I ruined all of them. So now I'm reprinting them in ABS ASA so that I could stick them in filament dryers and have no problem. Something fell. I don't know what fell. Oh wait, I think I see what fell. Yeah. Okay. Alright. You could start a new brand. Printer for giants. I like that. If it wasn't a riff on printer for ants, I would love that. Just a open source project solely targeted towards oh, okay. Sorry, my air purifier that's right next to me just turned off, and I was really confused as to why. But it just turned off because apparently I accidentally hit the power button somehow. No idea how, but I managed to hit the power button. What I'm doing right now is I have a box on it. I have my printed parts on it to like redirect the air towards me, because it is warm in this basement right now. Okay. I gotta get a haircut. Alright, on to the Z drive, one of my most disliked parts. I only dislike it because it is a pain in the butt to work with. It's fine otherwise. Okay. Alright, so the color scheme on this one, I'm hoping looks really good. I recently swapped out a couple of these parts so that it has more color going for it. So this should look really good. This used to all be the same color recommendation, but then I've recommended these parts be accent, just because it does look just a bit better. Alright, but we gotta get some heat set inserts in here. So let's put these back. So I'm 4x10. I'm 3x8. Alright, hey, it is 7 o'clock. Let's hop into the Discord. There we go. We are now in the Discord. So, if any members of the Positron team are watching, feel free to join. Actually, let's hop. No, I'm gonna hop into the public chat here, so anyone can join. Let me just make sure I set the channel status to. Hey Joe, welcome. All right. Let me turn down the music a little bit here. There you go. Now I can hear you a bit better. How are you doing, Joe? A 5% benchy. Relatively.
It almost drops inside the chimney stack on a normal size benchy.
Oh my god, seriously?
That hole in the top of the chimney stack, yeah.
Dude, that's like SLS printer size. What are you doing?
Yeah, just see if we could do it and how accurate the motion system is. Huge advantage with the belted Z.
Yeah.
Well,
I would say so.
Z as well. So I think that was printed at 0.04 layer height.
I think. Hold on a second. I gotta balance the. Oh, there's no way. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to balance the music and the Discord volume. But it's difficult to do because I can't like individually control it from my headphone. Otherwise, it adjusts for the actual stream. So if I ask you to repeat anything, it's just because, yeah. Joseph Carver asks if you're printing it with fishing line.
No, I feel like that would actually be easier. What is fishing line made from?
Of course you think that'd be easier. Alright, so I need... Let's see here.
But it does look like fishing line when you're doing like a purge or you change your filament. You just kind of grab it and it shoots out real quick.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, like a really thin fishing line, not like ocean fishing. But yeah.
Yeah, fishing line would be appropriate for a benchy. That is very true.
Yeah, I think I might need some. I was doing a little ship in a bottle thing with tugboats, with little tiny bottles, but I need a rope that's really small.
That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
I think I have some thread though. I can use some thread.
Benchy in a bottle. Have you seen that video? Where someone resin printed a benchy in a bottle?
Probably. I don't know. I watched like 2 videos.
It became really popular about like a month or two ago.
Oh, if it was that recent, then probably not.
I recommend checking it out if you ever get the chance. So more
right now
3x4x5s. We gotta go into these two holes here. You excited for Printopia?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be so
fun. It's
fun.
gonna be a short weekend though.
It is. That's the problem with these events. They're always way too short, and then when you're manning a booth, it also feels like it's way too long. But then once you're done,
we're gonna be there early, so
yeah. You're gonna have so much fun though. All right. Any more? Okay. M3x4x5. One more.
Yeah, right now what I'm doing is printing, you know that elephant model I printed?
Yeah.
Which I'll have some G code and stuff like that for the 3D Printopia. I'm doing it instead of 160 millimeters tall. I'm doing it 30 millimeters tall
Oh God.
with this little nozzle, and it should be the right size. I'm gonna have it holding a benchy boat. That's much smaller.
Dude, that's gonna be sweet.
It's why I'm making like random TikToks and stuff, but this is stuff I randomly do.
Hey, more content for the website.
Like when I'm testing limits for things, I'm like, well, yeah, at least make something look cool, like a little video, little short video.
Okay, so this is printed in PLA, so I can't take off this nub right now. So let's cool it down as best we can. If only I had like a thing of water I could dip this in, but that'd probably destroy it. Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Hardening your soldering iron.
Yeah. But what I can do is I can put it next to a giant fan. Yeah,
My stuff from PVCBUA should be here tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
It's already in my state. It shipped Friday, and it arrived in my state today.
Hell yeah, man. Alright, I need this to drop below 60 for me to be able to put this back in the case. Alright, cool. We're at 54. Watch, I touch this, I'm gonna burn myself. Oh, no, that is actually cold.
You just need that new fancy soldering iron. It's like $300 and some altogether.
Right.
I mean, it is kind of cool. Battery power, like 8 hours of soldering time and stuff, but whew.
Yeah, but I got a battery-powered soldering iron right here.
Yeah.
What more do I need?
And it doesn't require a whole station.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a battery-powered soldering iron.
Yeah. I don't need anything else in my life.
But does it have a 100-watt heater cart on it?
Yeah.
Just like instant heat up.
Only thing it doesn't... Oh! We got something finished on the A1. Let me go grab those tools. And then let's actually, like, properly finish that Z-axis real quick. Yeah, and it doesn't require a web interface to change things.
Well, I mean, if you spend the ultra amount of money, you don't have to use web interface. They'll give you a dial.
Oh, a dial? Oh my god, a dial! Wait, was that serious, what they said?
No, it's literally on there. You have to use the web interface if you buy the $80 soldering iron. But if you
Dude,
add the
what the hell?
$200 docking station, it has a dial adjustment on it for you. On the docking station battery thing.
That's bullshit.
Hey, at least they do like, you know, a $25 a month forever charge.
Yeah, you have to pay iFixit $20 a month just to be able to use your soldering iron. But it's okay if you don't use your soldering iron, you can you know, just not pay that month. What? That's ridiculous. I mean, I don't see the point in it at all, because I mean,
I don't know.
I don't see the point because Pine Sill already exists, and with a Pine Sill, I can get a USB-C powered soldering iron. I don't need anything fancy.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, yeah, the portable soldering iron station that you plug it into has a little spot for you to mount the $80 soldering iron, and it gives you a dial and a battery pack and everything.
Yeah.
$250.
That's insane, man. Right. Let's grab... Oh, I just realized I did not actually turn on... I won't turn on my camera. Let's just minimize potential technical issues. Okay, let's make sure this fits correctly. I would have to take that off, and I don't want to take that off. Okay, this is fine. I know I did this fine. It's hard to get the carriage wrong. I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to need this in the future for other builds. Okay. Let's make sure this is done correctly. So let's loosen everything. All right. Oh, how did that get... Okay, well, I gotta loosen that anyway, so... Frustrating that that got loosened, but I gotta do it anyway. Oh, did not mean to loosen... Actually, no, I have to loosen that too. Okay, so put this in at the very top of the rail. There we go. Move everything back up. Put this down towards the bottom. Yep, there we go. That just fixed a ton of minor problems that we actually have with this. One other... no, actually, I can't do anything about that. So that is just how it is. Yeah, hello, Callie. My cat says hello, everybody. Go. Just tighten everything else up. Okay, put that back in there. Now we pull that down. Cool. Now this came loose again. That's concerning. Especially considering how tight I have it. So the reason I don't want this to, like... Okay, so that's a significant amount of force I'm putting into that to try and pull it down, and that's not happening. So we're just gonna tighten that down a little bit more, pop the lever. Okay, now we should be good. Go. I'll move this back up. And I'll slide it up here. Cool. Okay. Back to what we were doing. So we need to do an M2 by 3 by 4 or 5. Where? Right here. Okay. There we go.
Nomad.
Hey Nathan, welcome.
I need a new place to live.
Come to Philly.
Do you guys have tarantulas there?
No.
Do you want to see what was on my back door?
No.
I just sent it to the chat. I was walking inside to get some dinner, and that was on my back door. So my house is now going to be on fire.
Okay. Enjoy not having a home?
4 inches across. It was big. Nope, not doing that.
That. Well, glad you could join us, Nathan. You and your soon-to-be homeless self.
Yes, because tarantulas no spider should be that big.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool.
My cat came in the garage just like 10 minutes ago, and she was really meowing at me. She was like going crazy. I figured, okay, she might just be hungry. I'll go inside and feed her in a bit. Walk up to the back door, and I just see a big black circle.
Yeah, I don't think your cat was hungry. Or she was, and she wanted to eat the spider. Wait until she sees the tarantula hawk, chat says.
It's in multiple pieces now, so she can go have fun.
Yeah, my cat caught a mouse one time. Now, my cat does not have claws. One of the previous owners declawed her.
Aww.
And we don't know who it was. It was whoever had her before my grandma had her. But anyway, she we thought she would never catch a mouse because she doesn't have front claws. So there wasn't too much she could do. She also never seemed interested in mice, so it was just whatever. And then there's a mouse in the basement one day, and then I walk in. I hear it skittering around for a bit, and then one day it just stops. I'm like, oh, okay. The mouse is gone. It must have escaped, and I thought it escaped because the dogs were obsessed with certain areas outside. So, and then it turns out there was a mouse underneath some of the furniture. So I was like, okay, it got out of the basement somehow and got outside. Cool. I go into the back room on the other side of the wall to my right here, and I see a mouse that is like dissected into various little pieces. And I'm staring at this like, holy shit, my cat is a psychopath.
Oh yeah, mine got one. Her name is Abby. Abby got one, and she was just trotting around with it by the tail. It was still alive and screaming. She was just trotting around the house with it, giving it a tour.
And over here is where we do this, and over there is where we do that.
And over here is where we poop, and this is the guy you pay rent to.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're not gonna pay rent? Well, time to introduce you to the psychopath cat.
Alright, I need my motors. I forgot motors come into play this quickly. Where did I put them? Oh, the motors
I feel like your cat would just sit there interrogating a mouse, just slowly trying to torture them.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me where your friends are, little one.
Oh, yeah, my cat is a psychopath.
She probably gets it from you.
Probably.
I've seen what you do to those Boron guys.
Yeah, I just have Steve locked in the basement. The one that's walking around
Just
is
every
just,
now and
is not actually Steve.
then. Just every now and then he walks past the background of your camera.
No, he's locked. He's trapped down here. He can't walk around.
Oh, dude, one of these days when I come up there, you're gonna have to say you just have me trapped in the basement and just be sitting there chilling with your camera on. I just walk past in the background.
Oh no, we're gonna go full. You're in the background, tied up, and then you're gonna like walk up. You're like, like, yeah, no, just go. It's in here. Just casually.
Oh no, what you gotta do is we'll have to have you tied up, and then in your background, you're not even paying attention. I just slowly start to work my way out of it and sneak off. I come back with a rag. Who's kidnapping? No.
Uh-oh. I'm supposed to have set screws. Did I put them away?
Uh-oh.
M3x3 set screws. Oh no, they're right here. Yeah.
There was a couple other random bits and bobs missing from the Positron kit, but I've spent today going through my spare parts bin and
RFS3D. Take a pic of his background and get custom spandex outfit so you can blend in perfectly like Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes. There you go. Nathan? Oh, Nathan died.
no, and they wouldn't show me the hang up button for their call, so.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah, you went very quiet.
But now I have to restart Discord because my hang up button has disappeared, so I will be back.
Okay. Yeah, getting a green screen set up here is going to be way more difficult than you think, so we're just going to go with the first idea. Okay, now this goes on.
So the worst part about 5% benchy is when you drop it.
Oh no!
I found it. It looked like another piece of filament just on the floor. I either have to use tweezers to move it.
Oh my god. That sounds like a comedy waiting to happen. Okay, so you want to just move that up slightly so this isn't touching the printed part. Who's breathing into the mic? Okay, there we go. Augusta, welcome to the TikTok chat. Alright, so that moves nice and smoothly without interacting with that part. We're just going to make sure. Oh, green screen effect, then yeah, just a green spandex bodysuit. There you go. That'll work. Okay, there we go. That is in, and that is good, and that is tight, and that is good. Next part. Okay. Still, oh yeah, I already did that. MR85 bearing onto the pulley. Where did I put those? I had them here. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. So hopefully this just goes into this part. If it doesn't, I have a method for that. Let's see, does this nicely go in? No, it is not nicely going in. Okay, so if this bearing does not go nicely into this part here, I've just decided that this is a valid way to do it. Get a soldering iron that the bearing can kind of sit on top of. That one's not right. Let's try this one. That works. And then what we're going to do is... Alright. Take your soldering iron. This will work. Go. Now we wait a moment for that to heat up nicely. And then we just push it in. And there you go. Just like heat set insert.
Hello.
Hello, Smisky. Just trying to remember you guys by voice alone. That's an achievement.
Progress. Being irresponsible with bearings, I see.
Yep. Being irresponsible with bearings. That honestly is like the best way to get this specific bearing in. While causing like
Don't do that with sealed bearings. I guess.
yeah. Don't do that with
But,
sealed
yeah.
bearings. But these like skateboard bearings, totally fine. Okay. So now we need to do a bearing stack. Shoot. I need an idler. Ah, here's the last idler.
Mitsuki, check out the photo in this chat here. It's my prints from today.
Okay,
Hey,
so this is gonna go
I have some of
here.
those.
We need 2
Yep.
shim washers and 3x6x5.
So I haven't done. Oh, I didn't even see the itty bitty tiny one with a smokestack.
Yeah, 5% is very hard. I might just try Pet G, maybe it's easy. It's the stringiness. You gotta keep it from stringing.
Okay, I need VHCS and 3x20.
Or is that all with the 0.4 nozzle?
No, no, not even close. No, it's the Micro Swiss 0.2.
My god.
How
That's a
small can
Tiny
you go?
nozzle.
Below 5%, 5% is pretty much the smallest. It's like you have to use tweezers to even move it. And that barely has the shape, so I probably wouldn't go any smaller than that.
But like nozzle size.
0.1, but I don't know if there's one for V6 compatible. That isn't something off random AliExpress. I've heard of a 0.1. Okay, that was 0.2 at 0.04 layer height. Yeah, prints decently. Positron prints decently at 0.04 layer height. Nice and clean.
That's wild.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm doing a, what was it, like a 13? Well, what's this say? 13% elephant that I did previously, but on the 0.2 nozzle. It's the elephant with the baby elephant side.
So it turns out that Vision Miner actually does make 0.1 millimeter nozzles.
Oh,
Nice. They have one for V6 compatible.
Yes.
Nice. I didn't check. Is that just the brass ones? Maybe I wasn't looking at the brass section.
Yeah. The steel
Okay.
only goes down to 0.2 and so does hardened steel.
Yeah, one I ordered was copper plated, or plated copper. So it's slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
This elephant looks great.
yeah, I would not try glitter filament with one of those nozzles. Sounds like death.
I tried to do it on my A1, and I thought it would survive, like a marble filament. It's not even like glitter; it's marble. No,
Yeah.
I clogged it within 1 minute,
Nice.
and then you have to, unclog an A1 nozzle.
Okay.
I mean,
At
Yeah.
this point, on this part of the assembly, it is recommended that you wrap the belt. So we're going to do that real quick. So I'm actually, now that that's threaded, we're going to undo this. Okay. So just wrap the belt around the pulley here. Like that. Then you flip this over. Put it through. Go. Clamp that down so the washer you have in place on that bearing stack doesn't come apart. Screw that in. There we go. Perfect. And that's moving Hold on. Yeah, that's moving beautifully. No complaints. That is butter smooth.
It appears I am having audio technicalities. I shall be back shortly once it is fixed.
Okay. Okay, now we need M3 by 25, M3 by 20. 25. So this is going to go into this upper left hole here. It's too small. Now, go. Right. Wait, this is supposed to be BHCS. That's SHCS. What? Oh, apparently I just had a couple SHCS thrown in there. Somehow. Shit. And now that's using thinner fiber. Go. And M3 by 20 BHCS. and M3/8 VHCS. So all these spares M3/8s that you see in this, they're all spares from Positron kits. There we go. Now let's just check part integrity. Everything looks good. Alright, let's try moving this one more time. A little tight, but you know what? That's fine. We're just going to run this at a higher torque, and then that'll be good to go. Alright, there we go. That part is done. Oh, just cracked my back in a very satisfying way. Alright, let's check something. So, interesting. Okay. I don't understand how the Twitter stream works. Because at least on my phone, it ain't working.
I mean, it is Twitter.
Yeah. It supposedly has 190 people. But I'm like, yeah, those stats are askew very heavily. Okay. That's it for the motor bracket. Moving on to the bed holder. This part is easy to do. And thanks to the new little finger holes, this part is super easy to pull out of the cardboard here. Or at least it's supposed to be. There we go. Hey, this is in the fastener still. I know that for a fact. So it's these springs and this assembly here. All right, and then I need rigid parts. All right, let's go ahead and remove these. That came right off, perfect. All right, so these are simple. You can easily do this toolless, so you could do it weirdly, but this is a very easy assembly to put together. Do I have a drawer for springs? No? Okay, I may eventually want a drawer for springs, because each one of these kits comes with one extra spring for this assembly, and I've yet to lose one, so I have a ton of spare springs. Okay, so we want to go ahead and put this through. Put the spring on it. And then line this up so that it is facing towards the other one. we go. Done. That was it. If I had a speed run for this specific assembly, I think I'd be the winner. Alright. Now it's the touchscreen assembly. I accidentally printed 2 of these, so we're just going to have a quick look and see which one has a better print quality. It's definitely the one on the left. Okay, now to get the CM4 out. Again, these are now available for sale at KB3D. And these are great for non-Positron related projects. If you want just a really solid touch screen controller with a CM4, a 4 CM4, you can get these for really cheap. Like, the whole assembly minus the CM4 is like $30 or something. It's awesome. My screen's a little loose. Oh well, it'll be fine. Okay.
It is $38 for the screen, antenna, heatsink for the CM4, and hardware
Ah, thank you.
for assembling that sub-assembly.
Oh no! Just opened up my heatset toolbox upside down.
Well,
Okay, now I gotta figure out which.
Better than dropping the inserts themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. This is M4. I realized after I was handling it that I actually didn't need anything in it, but it was too late. My fingers already moved to open it up. Okay. So we just need to put 4 of these in. There's nothing else. If you're desperate to do something while waiting for your Positron to arrive, buy a screen and build that part. I mean, yeah, you could do that. You're gonna get that anyway. So I don't know. If you're getting a kit, I would say wait and don't buy that. Because you're gonna get one in your kit. But if you want to use it for... There's a limited quantity of those available right now. Now, it is mainly for spare parts for people who buy Positron kits. But... I haven't seen any of these fail explicitly. I think one failed. And that was a pretty quick fix. I think that was it, though. This screen assembly is pretty robust.
And we can admit that there are other similar ones that will work in the place of this one, though. For installing drivers for it and getting it working,
I mean,
can't really
straight up.
guarantee that we'll be able to help you out through that.
So if you were to buy your own CM4 screen, hold on, just let me turn off the iron. I don't need it anymore. There we go. I love how to turn on the iron is a single press, but then turn off you have to press and hold. My brain gets confused every time. Okay, it's done. Move film on screen. Okay, and then while face down, which I will just put that in for right now. While face down, have this right here, and attach this there. I printed all the parts, installed the inserts, and every day I wait for the Positron to show up with my kit. It's coming, man. It's coming. Very soon. In 2 weeks, it should be at every retailer in the United States. So it's gonna be here. Any moment now, she's a coming. Saw this. And that just clicked together better than I think it's clicked together on any other time I've done this assembly. Okay, so M2.5 by 6, I can put these back. FHCS, FHCS, M2.5 by 6.
I'm never gonna get used to those abbreviations.
Really? Why not?
Initialisms. I've just been calling them flathead, socket head, and button head for so long.
Well, same, but that's what the abbreviations are.
Yeah, but looking at a bag of screws and trying to find the ones I need when I'm looking, all of them have HCS or after it.
Yeah, the HCS feels a little redundant, but it is the technical name for it.
Oh, yeah, yes. The abbreviation just does not help with finding the parts you're looking for.
Yeah. Oh man, this is fun. I got some parts from the old kit which use a slightly larger head, so my screwdriver does not work. I'm probably going to have to go through these and remove any that are... Oh wait, no, I put M3s in here. Oh shit. That's fun. Do I have an M3x6 FHCS? No, I don't. Okay, well that's just fun. Wait, yes I do. Okay, let's pull out the M3s here. I don't know how I accidentally mixed those up. I mean, I know how, but these are very similar size screws. Okay, there we go. Sorted. There we go. That's done. Again, a great example of the colors that we chose here. So that's our primary. Or actually, that's our secondary. And that's our primary. That just looks so good. Oh, I love it. She's looking good. How are these burners? Okay, doing good, doing good. That's good. Let's check the XL real quick. I'm always nervous about the XL because right now it's doing a proper multi-material with TPU and PLA. So I'm like just nervous that like the TPU breaks away or something. It is going to be embedded in the part, so like there's going to be geometry to ensure it doesn't remove itself. So it is going to be bound to the PLA. But yeah, always a little worried about it because earlier we had some peeling because I forgot to support a part, so it was just complete overhang. But it was way past the point where I felt comfortable stopping the print, so I just said screw it and we're just gonna let it go. Alright, time for the tool headboard. Okay, let's get that part out. Here we are. Just need that piece. There we go. Now, we're not putting that on yet as much as I want to. Alright, so I'm going to try something real quick. So we have a new mod that we're testing, which is a new method of mounting this belt. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this yet so far because there's no retainer. So like it could eventually work its way out, but let me see how easy this is to put in. Because if this works as well as I hope, then I'm gonna go with this. And then I will modify this part to become the new default. Because this, putting a belt through this part has been one of the most difficult parts of the build. So I want to make it more accessible and make this part easier to work with.
Yeah, get the old method or current method for those unawares to kind of feed the belt through a
Okay,
curved
nope,
path
this won't work.
and then catch it under a washer and kind of try to squeeze it.
So unless we put something on the top here that clamps down on this will not work. So I got it in.
All the kits do have a screw and a washer.
Yeah. But no, yeah, this doesn't work. It rips right out. If I put tension on that, it just pulls out. So this will not work.
Sideways tension in the direction of the belt path, or
I only did it straight out,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which is an important test. Here, let me try sideways tension.
Yeah, I've not tested that one.
Yeah, sideways tension too. So if I hold this right there, yeah, it pulls right out. So we'll look into
Is that
different
one of the ones
methods.
that's meant to have like a zip tie on
That
it
one,
above the clamping point?
that one does not. Yeah, this does not. So I will get that feedback to Sample and let them know that that didn't work out. But let me check my tolerances on this part here, because this is the actual part that we use. Yeah, no problems. Honestly, I think people just really need to tune their shit. that was easy.
I had issues with the official printed parts. Like it's a finicky system.
It's some of them, yeah, but like, I don't know. I have this filament tuned. I didn't even tune this filament. I did a flow calibration, and then I ran this print with a shrinkage rate that I'm familiar with, and yeah, I was able to push those with no problem whatsoever. And then I know that that's going to hold on tight once I clamp it down.
Getting it
feeling
clamped down is also pretty difficult.
I have a feeling it's the shrinkage rate, or they just have some internal bridging, like they're using thick bridges or something.
Yeah, probably.
So let's catch on that. I think I reprinted that twice, and I was able to get through it each time. I mean, it wasn't as easy as that, but I just used little pliers and pushed them in.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look into alternative
I had
methods for
issues
this.
with it pulling out once it was tightened down, just because getting it to catch correctly on enough under the washer.
Yeah. We'll look into ways to improve this part, but it's definitely not a high priority. Because, I mean, everyone who's built a kit has successfully used this part. So. Now I gotta wrap this up, because this is a long belt, and I don't want this unraveled on the floor.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's harder to push that belt through when the belt's already routed.
Yeah.
You don't even technically have to route it first. I've done it several,
Okay.
probably like 8 or 9 times now. Belt completely loose, it just it'll work without routing first.
So I need an M. Okay, let's do the M2s first. So, right. 4 on the top. Those just, I could press fit those in. Holy crap! Yeah, I could literally press fit these in without the soldering iron.
So I guess we know why it went into the belt went in as easily as it did.
All right. Well, I mean, I scale my parts by 100.5. Oh, that went too far in. I scale my parts by 100.5 for my ABS ASA, because that's typically the shrink rate on my machine. And ever since I've started doing that, I've had no problems at all.
don't see it in bamboo, but Orca Slicer now has a little shrinkage panel under material settings.
Yeah, that's useful. For known filaments like Polymaker, they typically have it preset. But yeah, I'm a little old-fashioned. I need to actually use that, but yeah, I'm old-fashioned.
Yeah, I did mine on it. X1C with bamboo ASA, and I'm not gonna say it's the strongest ASA.
Yeah.
It printed fine.
I remember when I first started out and I first tried printing TPU, I didn't know how to adjust the flow rate, so I just set my filament diameter to like 1.4 or something.
Oh. I mean,
It worked.
yeah, that will work.
Quite
And
impressive.
and now I know better.
Good. Okay. Now I need M 3x4x5. Perfect. All right, we'll go for one more hour. I think that'd be good. All right. And then FHCS 2.5 by 6. Oh shoot, did I? Oh, I think I meant to print this in the accent color. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'll reprint this in the accent color. Oopsie doodles. Yeah, I'll reprint that in the accent color. Because with this and the toolhead fan, it very quickly gets dominated with that color scheme. So I'm going to swap that bottom part out for an accent color. Yeah. Anyway. Install the fan. Let's get more parts kit. It's going to be the middle length one. Yeah, this one right here. And now we need hot end fan assembly. There we are. Okay, so this is a new hot end. Slightly newer. Ooh, that actually looks like different material or different plating. Let's go ahead and check to see if the heater cart is cracked. So this is the first batch 2 kit that we've gotten out in the wild. So this is going to be the first check to see if this heater cart is cracked. If it is, then the precautions that we did to try and prevent that from happening didn't work. But we went ahead and redesigned the heater cart itself, as well as the clip that it uses to hold itself in. And we redesigned both of those to prevent cracking. So here's hoping this is not broken. Check this out. Now, if it is broken, we do provide spares in the kits now, so all kits have spares. Okay. Let's peel that off. Beautiful. Not cracked at all. Now, I don't have any thermal paste. Doesn't look like this comes with any. That's fine. As long as you have good contact, you don't need thermal paste.
Is the kit missing its thermal paste?
I don't have thermal paste. That's fine. That's fine. I will talk to LVO. It's very likely mine just didn't have it. I'll talk to LDO and see what's going on there. If you don't get thermal paste, I don't think that actually is like hugely problematic. Thermal paste in this application, it's not like when you use thermal paste on a computer. On a computer, you absolutely need to use thermal paste because you need to get heat away from the heat source. So for a CPU, you absolutely need thermal paste to take heat away from the CPU. In applications like this, thermal paste is used to help conduct heat transfer between two bodies. Now, if there isn't perfect contact, it doesn't mean that you will risk damaging anything per se. It just means that the thermal transfer is not super optimal. But when you have a 72 watt heater that is firmly pressed flat against a thing of metal that's just cooking, it doesn't really matter all that much. Thermal.
Also, mention that if you do have a CPU thermal paste, do not use it.
Oh yeah, do not use it.
That is designed to work at temperatures below 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And
Like the max temperature is 100 degrees Celsius because CPUs will not let themselves go beyond 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. I believe the most hot ends use a silicon nitride.
Yeah.
Or a nitride paste.
Okay.
Which, if you have a passive tip soldering iron, like a Weller or older Heiko or something, you can also use that there.
Yep. We gotta get this in. Okay, we need M2.5 by 14. Oh, I have that rotated the wrong way. Yeah, so thermal paste on especially bamboo style heat carts, not that important. On barrel heat carts, it's definitely important because the barrel heat carts don't have a uniform or a very flat surface contact. So like the V6 heater carts, you absolutely want to use thermal paste. But if you look at like a Revo doesn't use thermal paste for its heat transfer. You just press the nozzle up against the heater. That's it. So you don't need thermal paste. It's just a nice thing to have. But definitely not required. Honestly, I prefer no thermal paste because it makes cleanup and, you know, repair of this part just so much less messier.
Yeah. The boron nitride paste, once you apply it, dries out pretty quickly, and it gets crumbly.
Gets
And then you
crumbly.
have to reapply. Like for a CPU, it usually stays wet. You can reapply, or it's best practice to always replace, but you can reapply.
Yeah. If you're a little stingy, you could reapply. You could just reuse it. Many of my computers have reused thermal paste. No problem. So, yeah.
I am doing a little mod to my Positron mainboard at the moment.
Oh?
I am replacing it, and it is little. I am replacing the active buzzer with the passive one, so I can have pitch control.
Ooh.
Because my old Marlin printer, I have a song that it plays whenever it finishes a print, and I miss it. And it's such a nicer sound than the active buzzers.
I'm gonna want you to do that to a board for me.
I bought the 50 pack for a reason, and that is the reason.
Hell yeah.
Because they were the 5 pack and the 50 pack are the same price. And, figured I could throw them at people at 3D Printopia.
Did I really? I did. I installed this hot end upside down. Wait, did I?
It's the positron. You're supposed to install it upside down.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking dunce. Yeah, I installed this upside down.
It's upside down, upside down.
Yeah.
So right side up?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, I'm using a Dragon High Flow, and it does have thermal paste, but it is not really needed.
Yeah.
It like if you have issues with if you have personal issues with how long it takes to preheat your nozzle, that's something to look into.
Yeah, but you could also just upgrade your heater to be even beefier. Again, so bamboo hot ends, they use like what, a 40 or 30 watt heater?
42,
right?
I believe.
42. We use a 72. You could take the heater out of a positron, put it in a bamboo, and you'll get way better thermals on your bamboo. Don't, because that's kind of insane, but it works. The inverse works as well. If your heater breaks on a positron, You can use a bamboo. It would just take longer to heat up.
Yeah, it is very nice not having to wait for the nozzle to heat up.
Yeah. Preaching
Yeah,
to the
by
choir,
heat
my
up, we're
friend.
talking seconds. Yeah, I just used the boron nitride from Slice.
Yeah, I got a tube of that myself. Or I don't know if it was sliced, but I did get like a syringe full. I don't know why it came in a syringe.
Yeah, they come that way. $15. But I use it on the A1, which is actually kind of annoying because they swap the nozzles often. And then my other printers.
Let's see. How do I want to do this?
Yeah, I also, because I have a active tip soldering iron, I put a little inside the hole in the Weller tips, just to help facilitate heat transfer there.
Okay. Every time I build a Positron, I do the wiring on the tool head differently. Because I'm always trying to think of how can we better route these cables without pinching them. Always investigating.
Yeah, I route one of my cables over the PCB board from the hot end, and then the other one underneath the PCB board.
Yeah, I try to make sure that they are nowhere near any of the parts that can cause damage. Okay, that works. Doesn't really pinch the cable, so that actually works out great. Yeah, I'll go with that. That makes me feel better. Yeah. Okay, I need to get underneath that spring. Hey, Sparks on tap. Build's been going well. Just having there we go. Just routing some cables in some tight spots. Trying out a new cable route pattern. Why's that not going in? Okay. Let's pull on that. That's not going in for some reason. Story of my life as an electrician, right? It's even more fun when you have no room. For any, like this part of the assembly, there's no room for anything outside of tolerance. Because if any of this sticks out a little too far, you are immediately catching on kinematic systems. So redesigning this part is very difficult. We are looking into doing a PCB board, so replacing this metal part with a PCB. We're looking into that. Not exactly convinced on its you know, we're not like 100% convinced on it just yet, but we're looking into it. Okay, there we go. And that's it for this assembly. What's next? Oh, the spool holders. Okay, I was gonna say, if we're getting to a good stopping point. So I think once we do this, we might call it for the night. Yeah, we're almost at 9 o'clock on a Sunday. I do have work tomorrow. And I would like to get some Satisfactory in before I go to bed.
I guess it was probably good to let you know right now that once the Factorio DLC drops, I am going to be helping out a little bit less for a little bit while.
That's fine, man. Okay, I need bearings. Where are those bearings? In here? Yes, they are. Yeah, 60. Yep, 65 is easy. Hi, you mentioned the 4-hour letter word place. What? You mentioned the 4-letter word place. What? So confused. Okay. Then F3x10 FHCS.
It's Sunday. Let us pretend we don't have to go to the 4-letter place tomorrow.
Oh, that. Sorry. That's what sucks about Sundays.
Why does Garfield hate Mondays? He doesn't have a job.
That's a great question, John. There we go. I was thinking hell, so it's similar. Yeah. I enjoy my job to a degree. Not as fun as this, but it pays Positron. Like it pretty much since we don't make a lot on Positron kits, my day job is what pays for Positron. Oh, uh-oh. That is loose, and that's not screw. Oh, that broke. I have to reprint that. Damn.
Yeah, the early hours complete. I used to be a night owl and that before I got my current job. The transition was rough.
Yeah. All right, so that broke. I'm gonna have to reprint this. Should have seen that coming. Alright, well, yeah. So I gotta reprint this part. But I gotta print a few other things. So I will, once this print is done. Oh, okay, this print better be done before I go to bed tonight. Let's see how much time is left on it. 1 hour. Okay, it will be done before I go to bed. Alright. Well, that's it. I'll reprint this. I'll also reprint this part as well in the accent color. So I'll reprint those and print whatever else I need to print. That will be it for the night. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe, follow. For stream updates, make sure to follow me on Twitter at both of these, and you will find out when I'm streaming next. I am going to be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, because I need to get this done. We have 2 weeks to get this built and tuned. So we got most of the guide part done. After I fix this, we're gonna be jumping into doing the actual base assembly. So